ChezPride and welcome back to another Sims 4 related video. So a few weeks ago now, the Sims team went through and updated all 8 of the Sims 4 base game towny homes. I'm talking the 4 in Willow Creek and the 4 in Oasis Springs. Like, completely bulldozed them and gave them newer, quote, improved homes. And of course, there are similarities between all these homes. They just really wanted to include more things that have been patched in since the original release in 2014. So I think platforms and pools and glass roofs and new doors and windows. You know, they just really wanted to go through and revamp the houses, make them make more sense. And I'm hoping, so far at least, they've somewhat reflected what I see the Sims personalities as. It's been a hit or miss. Like the Goth House, not the biggest fan, but like the Pancakes House, way better. So, you know, it's just a hit or miss. So we're going to see how the rest of these houses are going to be. Closer to when the patch with all those new houses released, I did a video comparing and contrasting some of the original homes and some of my old save files to the newer versions of the house and the newer save files I had that was made after the patch came out, but I haven't looked at all the houses yet. So this is actually the third and final part of me showing off all 8 of the new base game towny homes. In the first video, I pretty much went over what I called my favorite 3. So we went over what was my favorite base game towny as well as my favorite base game towny home, which was the Goth House. Then we looked at my second favorite towny family's home, which is the Pancakes, as well as my second favorite base game home, the Caliente and Dawn's house. But that was only 3 of the houses. So then I made another video going over the rest of the house and what I considered the first neighborhood, which is Willow Creek. I consider that the first neighborhood because if you go on to the Icon channel, Willow Creek has always been the very first neighborhood on the Icon, and then Oasis Spring has been the second. Even though they came out at the same time, I just always considered Willow Creek the first neighborhood. So I went over that first neighborhood and the rest of the remaining houses in there in the second video. And now in this third video, we're going to finish everything off by finishing the second neighborhood and showing off the final 3 houses in Oasis Springs. So like I said in that first video where I went over my top favorite 3, I did go over the new Caliente house. So that leaves us with the Roomies house, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have somewhat interacted with the Sims and past Let's Play, like all 4 of them, but I've never gained a relationship enough with any of them to visit their house. And if I did visit the original Roomies house that came out in 2014, I don't remember because it was so long ago. So honestly, I will be just as surprised as you are, not only on the new house, but on the original too, because I just legit, like, don't even know what the original house for the Roomies looked like. So, that'll be a fun little adventure. And then the last 2 we have to look at are Johnny Zest's trailer and the land grab mansion. Now, typically, like I did in my Willow Creek video, I would have gone from the smallest to the largest house. So if I was doing that, I would have went in the order of Johnny Zest's trailer, the Roomies household, and then the land grab mansion. But I figured there's so much lore between Johnny Zest and the land grabs that it would just make sense for me to go ahead and do the non-related household first, which would be the Roomies household, and then I'll do Johnny Zest's trailer, and we will let off with the finale of the land grab mansion. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the old Roomies house, the one that doesn't look like this and doesn't have a pool, because like I said, I don't even know what the original Roomies household looked like. So let's go see what EA put out in 2014. So if you have no idea who the Roomies household are, I don't blame you, because honestly, they're probably one of the least known base game townies, especially since they're newer to the Sims franchise when compared to like Sims 2, you know. So, the Rumi's household consists of Zoe Patel, Mitchell Calienda, I may be saying that wrong, Jay Huntington III, which is probably the most popular Sim out of this household, and Gavin Richards. And like I said, I have interacted with all these Sims, but I legit don't think I've ever been to this house. Which honestly, I don't hate this house. I know like this is the old version and it's supposed to be improved from this, but with what they were given in the Sims original launch, this isn't bad compared to some of the houses. Like, I like the hole in the roof. Obviously, we didn't have glass roofs then, so they did what they could. The backyard is not that weird of a shape compared to some of the other houses. The fencing isn't that bad. I like the little fireplace detail. Honestly, this is a lot more thought out than a lot of the other houses. So let's take a look at the inside, because I actually haven't looked at that yet. Okay, so looks like the center that is like a hollow roof is actually a little indoor garden, which I love. I think that is so cute. And then there's the rest of the house. Okay, so looks like straight into the front door you have like this living room area that looks out onto like what is the garden area. I'm surprised they didn't put any planter boxes out here, but that's just a personal thing, maybe. Oh, where the fireplace is going to be, there's just like a little coffee bar. I was totally expecting there to be a fire. Did we not have fireplaces when the original game came out? We had to, right? I don't know. But we have a dining table, of course, that fits 4 people. That is this very interesting green. And, maybe I have been to this house because I don't like this kitchen. I feel like I remember not liking this kitchen. Maybe I've been here once. But again, it would have been a long time ago, like over 10 years ago now. So we have this green bar with yellow bar stools and then a yellow kitchen. Oh, God, that is horrible. Why? Like, I like the fact you can see into the little garden area. And I like the fact that it's kind of like hidden in this hallway. But the actual, it's just, no. Okay, let's look at the actual bedroom. So, I'm trying to figure out whose bedroom would be who. I'm assuming Jay would have to have a double bed. I feel like Jay wouldn't have just a single bed. So, I feel like this has to be Gavin's room. And then perhaps, let's see. I feel like this would be Zoe's. So, this would probably be Mitchell's and this would be Jay's. Because Jay wears a lot of light blue. So, I feel like he would have the light blue room. I don't know. But I know for sure this is probably Zoe's. So, and then they have a couple of bathrooms. So we have a bathroom here that kind of leads back to the front door area. It looks like there's also a radio here. Then this room has this little bathroom on it with a shower and whatnot. This room does share a bathroom with this room. So there's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. That's not bad for a base game house. I do kind of like the funky layout. I actually do like the layout with the whole centerpiece and all that whatnot. I hope they keep the centerpiece in the new house. It's just the furniture they had to work with wasn't very good, and they didn't use it in a way that looks good at all. So, with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at the new house. And this is the new house. And honestly, visually, just from the outside, 100 times better. There are some choices I question, but just look at that side yard. Just the view of the side yard from the front yard is just already so much of an improvement. I mean, they used the same fence, but they did a better gate. They had the pool. It is gorgeous. I like the front door a lot better. The wallpaper, like, I don't like worse or less. I do question why they moved the fireplace to over here. Or, there's not a fireplace, but the chimney to over here instead of keeping it on that side. I do like the fact they improved the walkway texture, but it confuses me why there's not a walkway over to the gate anymore. I don't know. Some of the choices were questionable. I thought they would put a glass roof on this part. Like, I was hoping they would keep this part and put a glass roof there. But for some reason, they decided not to put a glass roof there, even though we now have glass roofs in the base game. But, you know, whatever, I guess. But I looked at the side yard first in the last house, or the old version of this house. So let's look at this version. So we have a little entryway over here with the trash cans. I love the little trash cans. This pool is so gorgeous. We have a little lounge area over here, but this pool, oh my god, I love it, with the rounded mwah, mwah. And then this is their little backyard entertaining area. So it looks like two people can lounge over here. Two people can sit under what is supposed to be like a shaded awning, but it has like holes in it, which I think is always fun when they do that because it lets the lighting be really cool. It looks like they moved the bar out here. So much better coloring wise. It's basically the same bar and the same stools, but just in better colors. And then they put it outside with this little grill area. I think that is super cute. And then they have a backyard here. But let's go ahead. I want to look from the front because that's where I want to see. So you come in and you come in this way. So let's go down. I'm just going to, I don't know if I'm going to go in tabs mode all the time, but automatically we see a platform. We see the middle area, which actually has 3 entrances now. It doesn't have just one entrance. I still question why they put a hose and fake plants and not any actual gardening plots. But they did put a art easel out here, which I think is really nice with the little sitting area. So it's like a little sunroom. I just personally would have added like a planter box or two, especially since they decided not to go with the glass roof and you would get rain in here. But just a personal choice I would have made. But here we have this little platform area that comes over to the stereo area. Still like the fact they had the stereo away from the living room. I always think that's quite nice. They have this little entry area. And then we have the bedrooms over here, which looks like they're more organized but less bathrooms, which is kind of sad. They have more windows leading to the kitchen and no dining table, which I think is interesting. They do have enough seating at the island, but they had like the bar seating and a dining room table before, and now they just completely cut out the dining room table, which is kind of sad. But we do have a sunken in living room, which I am a sucker for a sunken in living room. And again, they moved the fireplace area over here, or the chimney over there, but added a fireplace where the chimney originally was. Very questionable choice, but I do like the living room a lot better. I think it's a lot better color-wise. The fireplace is gorgeous. I love the fact that they have the fireplace like on a little platform with the TV over it. I think that's really cute. And I like these big columns like separating the living room from the kitchen. And then you step up and you have this kitchen. And honestly, this is a gorgeous kitchen. I would have not made the cabinets blue. I would have personally made them white or red. But I do like the cabinets better. I like the island. I do wish they would have put like a small dining table like right here or something. Or maybe even like we could have walked into a dining room or something. But they do at least have the island seating with a sink. They even have a little fish bowl. That's kind of cute. Oh, the aprons with the clock on the stone thing is really cute. I like the fact they have a microwave too. You don't find a lot of Ace Game towny homes that have microwaves. Alright, now let's take the walls down and look at the bedrooms. And automatically, they all have double beds. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. I love the fact they all had double beds. And honestly, the color schemes in these rooms kind of are making it more obvious of whose room is who. So first, I'm actually going to show off the bathrooms first. Because I actually really like that we had this curved platform with the tub and the shower with the toilet and then the sink on the lower part. I don't know why I think that's so cool, but I think that is really cool. And look at this like storage shelf here. So it makes sense when you're sharing a bathroom with someone, you would have like half a locker here, half a locker here. And there, like I said, there are only 2 bathrooms now. But I mean, I like more bathrooms in a house, so I'm a little sad they took a bathroom away. But it makes sense that 2 people will share one bathroom and 2 people will share another bathroom. Speaking of the other bathroom, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the same. Like, it's pretty much the same. So we have that bathroom there. Now let's take a look at the actual bedroom. So this one, I believe, is probably Mitchell's. Going off the color scheme, because this is like his shirt. He's kind of a more like geekier dude, so you would have like the fun sci-fi posters and whatnot, and the TV and the messiness. I just think this is very Mitchell. And then if we come down here, this is very much Gavin. So Gavin's colors are very much brown and green, so they very much reflected that into the room. He's more of the nerdier or like bookworm type, so he has a book stack and whatnot and a little open notebook beside his computer. I don't know, I think this is really cute. I like this room. It has a little space poster above it. I think that's adorable, honestly. Very interesting paintings they've done. And then we have Zoe's room. So obviously this is Zoe's room. Like, out of all the rooms, this is very much Zoe. With all the light purples and pinks and whatnot. So you walk in. She actually has the best room because it has a walk-in closet. So you have a little sitting area. And then you have, like, your regular, just, like, chest drawer and everyday shoes. And then the bed area. I think it's funny they included, like, the little animal baby pictures in here. I thought that was an interesting choice. And then you have the walk-in closet, which, honestly, is really cute. I like the walk-in closet edition. They didn't have that in the old house, but I really like it that they included it in this version of the house. And then the last room is obviously Jay's, because it's very blue and very pink, or very blue and very red, and that's kind of Jay's whole thing. He's more the sportier one, so he has a workout machine. You know, just, this is very Jay. He also has a walk-in closet, but does that have clothes in it? Okay, it does have some clothes in it. So Jay and Zoe both got a walk-in closet. Honestly, I think Zoe's is way better. Like, his doesn't even have a mirror in it. I'm just saying. But they do have to, like, do item count in these builds. But I think for the limitation that normally is in a base game build or a Sims build in general, this is actually a huge improvement. Like, huge. Like, I am already so much more impressed with this house. So let's go ahead and move on to the second house. So like I said, the last two houses we are going to look at in this little 3-part mini-series where I'm showing off all of the 8 base game townie homes is Johnny Zest's trailer and the land grab mansion. If you don't know the history or the lore between the land grabs and Johnny Zest, you may be questioning why I left these two in particular for last. Basically, the lore between them is the land grab family has been around forever, like since early Sims games, and they are very true to their name. They are the family that grabs all the land. They basically own everything. They own the schools, they own the hospitals, they own the science labs. Yeah, they own it all. It is all Land Grab Incorporated. And this family includes Jeffrey Landgrab, Nancy Landgrab, and their son Malcolm Landgrab. And, you know, Jeffrey is kind of just this clueless rich dude. Nancy is this secret criminal gold digger type woman. And Malcolm is just the preppy son that kind of goes along with it. But what people don't know sometimes is that there was another son, and that son was Johnny Zest. And Johnny Zest basically was like, I don't want this criminal rich life. Like, I want to be a comedian. I want to follow my dreams. And of course, Nancy was like, that is not acceptable. You're getting kicked out. So we don't know what Johnny Zest, or I don't at least know what Johnny Zest's original land grab name was, but he moved out into a trailer close to the land grab mansion. So he lost all his money. He had to move in this tiny little trailer, and basically he changed his name and became a comedian to follow his dreams. So that is why I left these two houses for last. So obviously the land grab mansion should be the last one. It's the biggest. It's the most expensive house probably in this whole Oasis Springs world. So let's look at Johnny's trailer first, because I've actually been to Johnny's trailer a lot, and I actually kind of think it's cute, but I do think it could be improved on. So let's look at the original house first to see what could be improved on. So this is the classic, the original Johnny Zest trailer. And keep in mind, this was the Sims team's very first attempt at a trailer in The Sims 4. So it's not great, but it is classic because it was the original trailer for The Sims 4. Obviously, we have other worlds that have trailers or trailer park-like areas in them now, like Strangerville and whatnot. So we've seen improved trailer homes, but this is a classic. So, like I said, he was kicked out of this rich family. He didn't have much, but he has this cute little setup in the front yard. We have this walkway with the mailbox that goes up to the front porch, or this little garden area. It has a little garden pot, watering can with flowers in it. I think that's so cute. But here, it's kind of this purpley blue color, which I always thought was an interesting choice with this, like, ugly tin roof. Like, not the best tin roof texture we have. We have some, like, power sources and whatnot. We have a bunch of tiny little windows. I like the little awning above the front door. I think that's kind of cute. But if we go in, the inside looks a little bit better than you would think. Obviously, this is kind of an old beaten up trailer on the outside, but on the inside for a trailer, it's actually pretty nice. Like, we have this fancy random candle lantern here. We do have a TV. We have a microphone for him to practice his comedy. You know, we have both a dining and a bar area. The kitchen is super tiny, but I don't hate the kitchen. And I like the fact that it's like this little, like, hidden in kitchen that you can, like, put the food out to serve on the bar area. I always thought that was cute. I always thought the trash can being right there was kind of weird, but, you know. And this is the bathroom where I've had many of a shower woohoos with Johnny Zest, because he does not have a double bed, which I'm hoping is fixed in the new trailer. Like, I really want, that is my only goal, is for them to put a double bed in that trailer for him so I can woo him somewhere besides the shower, or taking him back to my place, because he makes cute babies. Honestly, he makes cute babies. I'm not lying. I'm just saying, way cuter than Jeffrey. Or Joffrey, however you want to say his name. But this, like I said, is bedroom. One bedroom. It has a little dresser and this little funky lamp. But obviously, it looks nice. It has some interesting style choices with the old decor and the new decor. But you can tell, like, he wasn't completely broke when he got kicked out, but he didn't have a lot of money. So this is the original trailer. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new trailer. And this is the new Johnny Zest trailer. And just from the outside, I have very mixed feelings. So one, obviously it looks completely different. We're going with a completely different vibe. It's not even the same color. Like, it went from like that bluish purple to brown. The roof is way nicer. Like, the whole thing looks a lot nicer, as in, obviously, he came from a somewhat well-to-do family, and he wasn't kicked out with completely no money. He had a little bit saved up from his old rich life, because the old one looked more like a classic trailer, what I grew up seeing in trailer parks from where I live. Like, that trailer looked very much to what I would think when I think trailer. This looks like a trailer that was turned and renovated into a nicer home. So obviously, like, it has a little bump out. We have not a wraparound porch, but a pretty big porch that wraps around the bumped out area. Obviously, the windows are a lot nicer than in normal trailers. Like, we even have this little bump out window. I do like the little front yard area better than the other front yard area. I think this is way cuter with all the little statues And of course, they have changed the walkway. I don't know. I like the yard space better. And I guess the house from the outside, this does make more sense story-wise. I just felt like the other one was such a classic, like, actual looking trailer. Like, it needed improvement. Don't get me wrong. It was a shitty house. Like, the furniture choices were very questionable. But it was classic. It was very much more like a trailer versus this is like an upgraded trailer. I don't know. It depends on what story you're wanting to tell, I guess. But the first thing I notice is he does have a double bed. Okay, we're just jumping straight to the back of the trailer. We'll go forward from there. Oh, keep in mind we don't have a lot of choices, but I do like the wallpaper. I think for a base game build, this is a pretty nice wallpaper for a trailer. Like, this is a wallpaper I would see in a trailer, I feel like, where I live. I do like the fact we have a double bed. I do not like the fact it's scooting against the wall, because half the time, and this has been a problem since the base game launch, half the time the scooting of the Sims to like get on this side of the bed when it's against the wall doesn't work. So like a Sim will get in bed and just not scoot, and then it turns into a one person bed, and then you can't woohoo in it. And the whole reason I want him to have a double bed is so I can woohoo him easier. So I guess I can work with it. If the whole scooting thing isn't working, I can always just go into build mode and scoot the bed over, like delete the nightstand or something. But I don't want to do that. I don't know. But I like the little bay window here. I think that's really cute. He does have a computer, not a nice computer, but he does have a computer. He has the same little dresser, just kind of a nicer color. Right beside his bedroom, he has a Jack and Jill bathroom that goes out to the living room. So you can access the bathroom from the living room or the bedroom, which I think is really nice. The entry to the bedroom is, the entry to the bedroom is right here. And honestly, these doors are way nicer. I love the fact he also has posters everywhere. I think that's kind of a cool touch. And then we have like a risen little kitchen in the bump out area. And this is what I was talking about. Obviously, it was a modified trailer, because a regular trailer wouldn't have this little step up kitchen that pops out here. So obviously, this is like the most renovated part. I do like the fact it has one chair. Just one chair. Like, he got rid of all the other chairs for any other Sim and just has the one chair in his kitchen. I guess that's all he needs. He has some older appliances now. I feel like this is more fitting for, like, the story he's trying to tell. And the trash can is not in just such a random place, and it's no longer red. So, I like that. I also like this, like, random chandelier. I feel like the chandelier being here kind of makes up for the missing candle stand. Just my opinion. We have this little entryway by the front door. We have this little TV area. The TV is not as nice as it was in the old house. Granted, it's not much of a difference. Like, this is like the one down from the TV he had, but still is a downgrade. So I feel kind of bad for him. The furniture does make a little bit more sense, though. I will say that. We have this little sports locker with this little sport equipment. Maybe this is like something from his childhood. I don't know. This I like, though. So obviously, like I said, renovate it. It has a platform, but he made his own stage to practice comedy. So there's two little chairs where people could possibly come over and look. We also have this little coat hanger, which is nice. Oh my god, I just noticed the naked gnome. There's a naked gnome in a cloud painting. Oh my god. Why? I love the window situation. The window situation is very nice. I like the stage. I like the fact it has a speaker on it. It has the same funky lamp, just not in funky colors. We have the microphone for him to practice his comedy. But why the naked gnome and the sad clown? Just why? Why? I don't know. I had mixed feelings on this. Like, I felt like the other one was such a classic trailer, but I guess this one does kind of fit the storyline of him coming from a rich family slightly better. I don't know. Mixed feelings. Like, it does look nice. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. It's just very different. Very different. Alright, but with that being said, let's move on to our last house. Okay, so in this video, We have looked at the Roomies household. We have looked at the Zest trailer. And now it is time to look at the 8th and final base game townie home they renovated. The most rich and most well-known base game townies, the Land Grab household, is the biggest house probably in the base game. So I'm very intrigued to see how they improved upon it, because honestly, it was kind of horrible. It was kind of horrible. In fact, let's remind ourselves how horrible it was and go and take a look at what is no longer. Alright, bada boom, bada bang, we have the original Sims 4 Land Grab household. And I say I hate this house, but it's not the absolute worst, I guess. Basically, I do like the landscaping they did with the fact that it has like the boxed in palm trees and whatnot. I like the little pathways. The shape of the house isn't the worst. It's kind of random, but it is a modern house, so it's kind of supposed to be random. But I do not like the wall colors that they chose. I don't like the windows. I don't like the color of the windows. The backyard isn't the worst for it being released at launch. Honestly, it could have been way worse, but definitely needs a pool. So I hope the new house has a pool. I do like this little like covered patio area, as if it's almost like meant to be like a garage, but obviously we don't have garages or anything like that in The Sims 4. But that's pretty much the whole outside of the house. But if you go inside, it's very long and oddly laid out. But basically, you have your front door here, which doesn't look like a grand front door for a rich mansion, but you know. And you have like a little outside patio here. I feel like I would definitely put a fireplace here if I was replacing this. We have this very weird living room. Like, the color scheme isn't weird, but like the choice of furniture is weird. It has this little reading area. We have a bathroom just randomly stashed behind the staircase. We do have a nice dining room. I do wish they had put more chairs at the table, but that's just a personal preference. How do you get out here? Where's the door to the outside? Oh, it's through the kitchen. Okay. So you come to the kitchen. You can kind of see this little picnic table out by this seating area. And this is the kitchen. The kitchen is not the worst. Honestly, I think the cabinets kind of go well with the wallpaper. But the random paintings over here is kind of weird. I do like the island and the counter, though. And this is how you get to, like, the grill backyard area. I also thought it was an interesting choice to put a fireplace outside. Very interesting. But if we go up a level, we have where the bedrooms are. So this is, like, Nancy and Joffrey's bedroom, I would assume, because it's a bit nicer, a bit more adult-like. They have their own ensuite bathroom that for some reason leads to the front porch. Like, why the bathroom goes to the front awning, I don't know, but whatever. And then if you go across here, this is Malcolm. So he has an ensuite bathroom that looks out onto the front yard. And then he has his own little gym area. This is the bedroom area with his own computer. And then he has just access to his little balcony right off his bedroom. So that makes a little bit more sense. And then the top layer is just weirdly another office area. Like, they both have their own computers, but they have like a shared computer area that has 2 extra computers, a reading area with some really weird lighting, and a art easel. I do like this wallpaper. I think this wallpaper looks really nice. I just don't understand the lighting. Like, I really don't. And I don't understand the purpose of this room. Like, I feel like it would be cool if, like, they had... I wish they could bring in... And this is so controversial because this is my least favorite pack. But I wish they could bring in Get Famous into this house and have, like, the secret safe, you know, because they stole all this money and they're super rich from it and, you know, all that. But I'll take what I can get. But this is the old Land Grab household that is no more if you enter into the saves. So let's say goodbye to this one and see what the new one holds. And hopefully I like it better. Like, I don't hate this 100%, but I really think it could be improved on. And this, believe it or not, because it looks absolutely nothing like the old land grab household, is the new land grab household. I haven't even looked at the inside or the backyard, but just from this front view, a million times better. Not perfect. There are definitely some things I miss and I would tweak, but I think it looks really good. Like, I like the fact that they took away that ugly green wallpaper and the ugly orange windows and doors. They replaced it with much more modern colors. Like, it still has the weird funky shape with the big windows to kind of stay true to the land grab, but they redid the front entrance. They are mainly doing white, gray, or white, plain white walling with gray stone, some wood accents, and then black accents. They have this whole walkway area. It does kind of bother me that the walkway to the front door is not centered with the lot. There's obviously a difference in size just from the bush count here. So that slightly bothers me. I know that's kind of a modern thing, but I like symmetry. And this house is already very much not symmetrical. And I do miss the fact that they like how I pointed out in the old house where they boxed in the palm trees. But we do have these risen platforms with the boxed in little bushes, so I guess it's kind of the same. And I do like the fact that they made like the grass different colored stripes. I think that's a really cool accent for like a rich modern mansion, especially in the middle of the desert. I just think that makes sense for the land grabs. But let's go ahead and take a look around at the actual house. So this is what it looks like from the front view. As you can see, they had that walkway to the front door. But I want to look around the outside first. So from the top view, this is the whole yard. We have a glass roof now. We have a pool. Of course, they had to add a pool. I knew they would. Oops. That went way faster than I went. We have some landscaping in the front. So we have a little deserty succulent garden here with a balcony. Is there just not a door there? Did they choose just not to put a door there? Interesting. Did they do it on this side too? Hold on. I'm not seeing it anywhere else. I may see it more in the back, but this is the side yard for the front yard over here. We still have this, like, you know, kind of sheltered area, which I liked from the old house. Let's see what the side of the house looks like now. Okay, still weird window shaping, but whatever. And this, oh my god, the backyard is beautiful. Oh my god, look at this little garden next to the pool. And the long, gorgeous pool. We have a little exit off the kitchen here. Looks like they have a little dining space here. They put less dining chairs at this dining space than the old one. I was complaining that the last one didn't have enough, so that's a little sad. Has another little succulent garden here. We have some balconies. Oh, look, they decided to do the no door thing again. Okay. Apparently that's just a theme in this house. Big windows and big open archways. From someone that lives somewhere where it's extremely hot during the summer, I do not like that. But hey, we don't have to be realistic in the Sims 4 base game. But we have some lounge chairs here. It's kind of sad there's only 2 and it's a family of 3. But, you know, whatever. And, of course, the big pool. I love the trees and the bushes around here, like, all lined up perfectly. I love that. And we also have another succulent garden over here. And then more awkward window placing on the sides. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, but if we go into the house, this is what I want to do. Okay, so we go into the house. Look how gorgeous this walkway is. Oh my god. And it looks up to the sky and the fountains. Oh my goodness. Love it. So much better. You walk in. We have a big entryway. So we have a grand piano over here. This is what the entranceway is here. This is the way to go upstairs. So let's see. Looks like there's just a random coat closet here, which is kind of a cute addition. They definitely didn't have that before. Looks like if you go this way, is this like, this looks like a conference room, especially since there's like an office over here, which is kind of cool. Like, there's a TV with a fireplace. They brought that fireplace that was outside inside. I appreciate that. I like the fact they had the fireplace. I just thought it was weird it was outside. But with all the books and there being like a bar here, I think this is definitely like a conference room that's off like the personal office. So I'm assuming this is like either Nancy or Joffrey's office. It has their own little coffee machine. Aww. Okay, it has a view of the outside pool. I love it. So they have their own little business quarters. If you go through this way, this is how you get to the backyard. Yeah, there's no door there. That's so weird to me. Ooh, it looks like you can look down onto the living room from the upper floors. That's kind of cool. Again, I don't think there's enough seating in this living room, but we do have the living room with another one of those fireplaces. I love this big modern like accent wall with the TV and the fireplace. I do like this coffee table a lot better too, and this rug is way better, but very much an improvement. And then if we go this way, we have the actual kitchen area, which honestly, there's so much room right here. I appreciate there being an outdoor dining area, but I really think even though there's this big island with the island bar, they had enough room to put an actual dining table in here. And I think that was a missed opportunity. Also, it's kind of weird that the fridge is all the way over here and the counters are all the way over here. I don't know. I feel like it's not wrong for them to have a big modern kitchen. I just feel like they could have filled in the space a little bit more, but that's just my personal opinion. Again, this is another way to get to the outside, but we can go this way back into the living area and go upstairs. There's nothing else down here. Oh, did they put another weird bathroom in but under the stairs? They sure did. Okay, so we have another little bathroom here. So I actually like this bathroom a lot better. I just think it's weird that they like constantly put it under the stairs. But if you come up here, we have this nice little hallway, very modern, looks down onto the living spaces. And it looks like it's probably split up evenly. This is not a 3-story, it's only 2-story this time, so we don't have that weird random like office area upstairs. But the building does go higher with platforms and whatnot. So I think that's a good middle base. But if you come upstairs, the first thing you see over here is this living area, which I don't know if this is Malcolm or Nancy and Joffrey's living space. I would assume this is Nancy and Joffrey's. This looks way too fancy to be Malcolm's. But you walk in, there's this little there's a getting ready area and a walk-in closet. This is definitely Nancy's room. Okay. But they have their own little private balcony that looks onto the front yard, so you can see who's coming in. They have their own fire. I love the place that they took the fireplace from outside and put it everywhere on the inside. But they have their own TV area. I wish they would have put a little couch here, but whatever. They have a walk-in closet that circles around behind the bed, which I think is cool. So they have like a 2-parter closet that leads into a big shared bathroom. So we have like a shower, a toilet, a little storage area, the sink, a beautiful tub, and a little spacer. And then, of course, we have the actual bed area right here, which honestly looks super gorgeous. I think this is way more beautiful than the last house. Yeah, I like this. So that is Nancy and Joffrey's room. And then if we go this way, let's see, what's over here? Is this how you get to Malcolm's room? What's over here? There's just like this random balcony looking out onto the backyard from here. Is this Nancy? Yeah, this is still Nancy's area. So I guess the way this is laid out is very confusing. So I guess Joffrey has Malcolm has his own little walkway to his own little area of the house. Yeah, this is definitely Malcolm's room. This is very teenagery and, you know. But it has his own little kitchen, which I think is an interesting choice. Like, he has a fridge with, like, a microwave and a dishwasher. That's kind of cute. You can do microwave meals in here. It has a view out onto the front lawn. It has a little get ready area. Where's his bathroom? Oh, I guess that's it over there. He has his own computer. He has his own balcony just with like one lounge chair. I like that detail. Just one lounge chair. Of course, we have the actual bed area. It has some like teenagery posters, which I think is kind of cool. And then he has his own smaller bathroom, but it still has all the necessities, including both the tub and a shower. Is that it for the build? That must be it, right? Like, I don't think there's another layer. Let's see. So if we look at it from an overview from the front, this is kind of an overview of the top layer. Go ahead and put the walls up so you can kind of see the layout better. Yeah, I don't think we missed anything. And then we go down here, and this is the lower level. And that is every single base game house that they upgraded for all the base game townies in 3 separate videos. So thank you for staying tuned for all 3 videos, because there's no way I could have done this in one video. As far as an overview on all 4 of the new houses in Oasis Springs, I'm just going to go through them in the order that I talked about them in. So in the very first video, I went over the Caliente house, which is where the Caliente family and Dawn live. And honestly, I like the old house better on that one. I can see where they have made improvements. Like the backyard, way better. The 2 sisters' rooms are very much more to their style and personality, so it's easier to identify those. But they completely took away Dawn's whole guest room area, so now he just literally, if you play in the house, there's nowhere for him to sleep unless he sleeps with Katrina, which he's supposed to have a romantic relationship with, but for some reason in the game he doesn't. I don't know, it's a whole complicated thing. I can see where it's improved. I didn't like Katrina's room as much. The 2 sisters' rooms I like better. I don't like the fact that he took away Dawn's area. But the outside of the house is nice. I still prefer the old house, though. As far as the roomies go, I think that's way better. You can definitely identify whose room is whose. Everyone has a double bed. There's a pool. The middle area, I have mixed feelings on, but the whole outside of the house is much better. Except that I wish they hadn't switched where the fireplace or the chimney was and then put the fireplace there. That was a whole weird thing. But there's that. So the roomies, I don't know. I like their house a bit better now. Johnny Zest, once again, mixed emotions. I mean, it is a nicer build. Overall, it is a nicer build. I just feel like the old trailer was so much more of a classic trailer that I kind of want the old one back with the furniture choice of the inside of this house. I want the 2 combined, basically. And then, of course, with the land grab house, as we just saw, way better. I honestly think the land grab house could not, well, it could have probably been a little bit better. But compared to the old house, it was so much better. I feel like I can actually visit this land grab house and not cringe when I see it. Where with the old land grab house, I tried to avoid it unless I was stealing out of it. So, that's kind of my feeling on the Oasis Springs world. There are other videos I went over the Willow Creek world in. If you want to hear my opinion or just see the new houses on the Willow Creek world. But I'm going to end this one here, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, not just this video, but if you watched all 3 videos, thank you so much. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right, bye!